The lawyer of Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell now says her client has received limited immunity during questioning with the feds. This coming as Maxwell met with top Justice Department officials this week, being questioned over, quote, 100 different people regarding their potential roles in Epstein's crimes. And now, although Maxwell is cooperating, President Trump, when asked if he would consider pardoning her, had this to say.
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something. It's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
Ghislaine Maxwell is set to be interviewed again on August 11th at the Federal Correctional Institution of Tallahassee, where she has been serving her 20-year sentence since 2022. And joining us now, criminal defense attorney Mark Reichel. Good to see you on this, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
What exactly does Maxwell's limited immunity during this questioning entail? What should we read into this?
Well, there's some value to it. One, everything she says can never be used against her in any kind of proceeding whatsoever, unless she's lying. So if she lies, they rip up the limited immunity agreement. But they can take things that she says and go get a roadmap to charge her with another crime. But it's a really, really common thing in the federal system to get to start the discussions where you're cooperating with the federal government in law enforcement.
Can you help us understand the actual context of why now? I mean, why do you believe the feds, what do you believe they're hoping to find during questioning here? Because this case has been ongoing for years now. Do you believe that she will have anything new to offer up here?
Well, she went to trial and she disputed her guilt. So there was a long trial and, she was found guilty. She argued at sentencing to, a variety of mitigating factors, asking for compassion. And she got a 20-year sentence. It's still on appeal. That takes a couple more years. She's been in for about 4 years now, which really federally is about six years of credit. So it's also really common in the federal system after sentencing, it's called Rule 35, to cooperate about things you know about but for one reason only, and that's to get your sentence reduced. So, it's not an uncommon event what's going on. However, to have the, Deputy Attorney General going there, it sounds like by himself without an agent to take notes and record it and so forth, and who is the president's former lawyer. I mean, to everyone in the system, everyone, it's really rare what we're seeing.
Rare. I mean, can you parse through it? What are you actually saying here?
Sure. I mean, this looks like to everyone that knows the system is that Miss Maxwell's doing this for a reason. She wants to get out of jail. And, to have the number 2 person in the Justice Department, who's the president's former lawyer, go there to interview her in kind of a strange, usually it's the FBI agents who go and do the interview. So this is somebody who is President Trump's former lawyer who's doing the interviews. Who knows? He doesn't know anything about the Maxwell or Epstein trial and what the facts were and what happened. This sounds like they're really trading get out of jail free cards. She's got one and they've got one. She's going to hand them theirs. They're going to hand her theirs.
What does a get out of jail free card look like? I mean, what would she have to say here?
Well, they can file a motion. The Justice Department, the U.S. Attorney's Office, in her case, can file a motion with the judge that says substantial cooperation in the investigation and prosecution of others was given by her. We therefore ask you now to reduce her sentence down. As well, President Trump can just short wire all that stuff and commute her sentence. Say, wow, she really helped us. We've got a big investigation now going on. We're going to get some of these bad people. So I'm going to commute her sentence.
Not even just in this particular case, but in general, isn't that kind of incentive problematic?
It very, very, very much, especially if you look at the fact that when she was tried, when she has to get out on bail, when she was sentenced, and through her appeal, the government has been saying over and over, you can't believe a word this woman says. She did horrible things. Listen to what the victims have to say. This went on for many years where underage girls, with her and Mr. Epstein, the things they did to them, they had the courage to come testify at trial, to testify at her sentencing, and the government said nothing but, that she was a horrible person, and you can't believe a word she would say. They described her as the devil. Now all of a sudden, she's going to become an angel?
The Trump administration is certainly facing a lot of pressure over the handling of all of this. What do you think happens next year?
What happens next, I think they are going to go back and try to figure a way to, I think there's going to be a commutation of her sentence at some point, or they're going to file this Rule 35 motion, tell the judge to reduce it down to time served, and then I think not have much of an investigation, but have cover like they're really investigating other people now with what she's given them. Trust me, this investigation was extensive, went on, no holds were barred. They know everything. They don't need anything from her. They have everything already.
You know, we heard Trump there being asked about it. He said he hadn't thought about pardoning Maxwell. In your opinion, do you think there is a chance that we will see that happening, a pardon from the president?
I think the smarter move they're going to make is a commutation where the sentence becomes time served. Pardon is really a word that would electrify Americans, but I think commutating her sentence and saying that, oh, the trial was unfair, she was left holding the bag, so to speak. You know, she was a scapegoat, and she's really helped us. She's really helped us. That type of stuff he'll say.
Criminal defense attorney Mark Reichel, always appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.